Hello and welcome back. If you are new, welcome for the first time. So you are going to be watching a journal with me. This first little bit is just showing me tearing out some pages. I went through and I tore out the middle of each signature, and I sped that up a lot, maybe too much, I don't know. Let me know how the speed is for this. I sped it up like 2 from regular, and it made it 33 minutes, so I sped it up again from there. So I don't know if it's too fast or not, so give me that feedback. If it's too fast, let me know and I will try and cut it down. I am in a new journal. I think I even missed doing a journal with me in the last journal I did, which was a very skinny journal, like a traveler's notebook size. And it's just been a really tough couple of months, so I apologize for missing out on that. What I'm starting off with is my front page. So this is just the inside cover of my journal. So I always do the first page and make it I don't want to say a dedication page, but I always put a picture of myself and a quote and the start and stop dates of it. And so that's what I'm going to start off with. And then I do almost a whole week. I think I do Monday through Saturday. Just because I had a rough week. It's been a rough couple of months. I'm healing from some stuff, trauma, and I just needed to take some time for me. And I'm sorry that I was not around. If you are a regular watcher, I apologize. But I think it's really important to take some time for mental health. So I just don't know what else to say. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and kind of talk about the pages and what I did and kind of my thought process behind it. Also, I didn't realize until I was starting or actually probably halfway through my editing, that you can see my phone and the videos that I'm watching. So I apologize for that. I think I'm watching AJ's Inspired Life in that one. So what I'm doing here is I'm just finishing up the front page, and this is the last thing I add is this little 3D sticker. And it was something that my son's almost 4 years old, and we were walking through Joann's one day because I needed to pick up something. And he picked them up off the shelf and said, "Mama, you need these." So those are very special to me, and I don't use them very often. I think I've used one out of that pack. And I'm just working on getting through with everything else. All the stickers. I have a lot of stickers that I'm trying to get through. The circular ones that I just stuck down were from a student. My students got an art, if they were in the art class, they got this home art kit with a sketchbook and some Sharpies and some fine liners. And one of my students didn't want the stickers, and they gave them to me, which I thought was really cool. And they also left the pins, which are my favorite Papermate pins, which was really sweet. They didn't know that. They just said, "I don't like writing in colored pencils. Colored pens? Do you want these?" And so I took them, of course. And what you're seeing right now is a printable that I am semi-fussy cutting. I don't go very in deep to those grooves. As you can see, there's still some white in there. But I can't make myself go all the way. I was for a while for the first part of the month, and then I just couldn't. But those printables are from Loveland's Life. I pay $10 a month for her Patreon, and I get access to all of her printables that she puts on there and the videos that she puts up special for her patrons. And I really love them. I didn't print them for a very long time because my printer just, I don't know why, it just goes through ink, and it's not financially feasible for me to print off my own printer. So I put that through to, I think, Staples. And let me tell you, the difference between trying to print it off at home and then printing it off at Staples is fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. It's a little bit expensive, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So now what I'm doing is I just glued down I think those are sticky notes from the Dollar Tree, those cats that I just put down. And now I'm fiddling with a magazine cutout that I got from oh my gosh, I think it was one of my teaching magazines, and some paper scraps. And I'm just kind of trying to layer things and figure out where they go. And I'm going between the pages a lot. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but it was really just an organic way of me journaling this time around. I don't know. I skip around pages when I have a lot that I have not done, and then I need to go back and finish. So I was skipping around a lot, and I think I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then I didn't do Wednesday until like a whole nother 2 minutes, I think. I'm not even going to start touching that page. But I think that was because I just didn't remember Wednesday, so I didn't want to touch Wednesday. But I remembered Thursday because the students had to turn in their devices. We were 1-to-1, and all of the students got their own computers to take home and do work. And if students needed help with internet, we arranged for them to get hotspots for the school year. And it was time for them to turn all of those things in on Thursday. So that printout that I have, I thought was just kind of perfect. It's kind of techy. I think I got it from a tech magazine. I don't know. But I really felt like that worked. I felt like the other things that I did for other pages worked, but I did not remember what I did on Wednesday. Like, Wednesday was just a complete blur. So if you're wondering why I'm not touching Wednesday's page, that's it. A lot of these things that I'm working with are paper scraps. That is a book page, I think, from one of the Harry Potter books that I got sent in Happy Mail. The paper underneath that was a security envelope. That brown paper on this page is from the envelope of another Happy Mail that I really like the color. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's like lined like wood. And then this brown paper that you see on Monday and Tuesday is from Staples, like the bag that they give you from your printouts, because I got a few things for my daughter printed off too. And that's the bag it came in, and so I've just been using it for writing on and layering things, and I use them a lot on my Happy Mail and my pen pal letters to kind of decorate the envelope, because it makes a really nice base layer, kind of like here where you've got other papers behind it. And I have been using my markers a lot, and it just kind of hit me while I was going through and editing this how much my style has changed and been influenced by other journalers. So for example, these lines, all of the markers that you see me using, they're just plain like Crayola type markers, but I have been using them a lot, and I've kind of been influenced by Journal with Dolly, because she uses, I think, a different kind of felt tip pen or kids marker, but she does those lines, she does those dots, and I kind of have been influenced by that. And then the kind of stitching around the edge of Thursday there is something that Loveland's Life does, and kind of the dots down the side of the other page where I circled them for Wednesday. Loveland's Life does that a lot, and it just kind of hit me how much I have changed and been influenced by these other ladies that I watch, and how much I enjoy having that time with them, watching their videos while I journal, because you can see I'm watching somebody else. I'm not sure who that was, but I'm changing the video again. And I just You know, I think I started out watching AJ's Inspired Life, and in this video, technically, I started off watching AJ's Inspired Life, and it just kind of went from there with who I was watching, and it's amazing to me, the people who touch our lives, and they just won't even ever know. Like, I don't ever think that any of them will watch my videos and take anything from them. Like, I don't know how to put that. I'm just in a very reflective mood. It's the end of the school year, and what I'm journaling was the last full week of school for my students, and it was just very reflective, because it has been word of the year, unprecedented, right? It is what it is. This is a really cool magazine that I'm looking at right there. I don't know why I got it from the post office, the USPS. I don't know if everybody got it or if it was because I actually put in an order with the USPS, but it was really cool because I did buy those stamps and it took them forever to get here. And I think I got them earlier in the week. Maybe I got them on Wednesday, and I should have glued them down on Wednesday, but I'm gluing it down on Friday. Just because. Why not, right? And I haven't been able to use them yet. I haven't sent anything out for a couple weeks since I got them, because just life has been crazy, right? So I trimmed that down and glued it in. I don't know where I was going with that. My daughter came upstairs to make a snack. Oh, joys. So anyway, the pen that I'm using, I decided I didn't like the look of, so I went over with black. And I don't know, looking at the video now, I think I should have left it orange. I don't know. It's too late to change it now. But I do really enjoy the way that this page came out. I like the color mixes that I had and the pieces of ephemera that went on these two pages. But of course, when I went back to write on them, I added a whole lot more. I added some more stickers that I had forgot about, and a couple things of ephemera. But mostly, this is it. And I want to thank you all for sticking with me and watching this far. I appreciate you coming to watch, even though it's been a little while since I have made a video and uploaded. I know that sometimes it's frustrating when you subscribe to someone and then they don't upload regularly. I am going to try and remedy that and do better this summer, because I know how frustrating that can be. But I do want to thank you for sticking around and watching this video. I hope that you subscribe if you enjoyed it, and let me know down below if you have any journaling videos on your channel, because I really enjoy watching other people and journaling when I have the time. So thank you all so much. I'm going to play some music to ride you out, and whatever you come across in these next few days, I wish you all the absolute best. Thanks.